Ooh. North Shore GP38s. Look at small local.
Over there, pumping cars one way, but then there's Sweetsdale and the other industrial park. Then there's one that goes on the lawn line.
What's your train symbol for the gondola train?
There's one that goes to Island Avenue.
GB22. GB22 with SD50 6726 and SD40-2 6373.
22 is a yard job. GB22 is a yard job.
No, I mean Russ named his train. He just off the top of his head he named it.
Oh, that's the second brick yard job.
Yeah. Mine. I didn't fart yet.
Yeah.
There's a PPLX train over there. Boxcar train coming up over the hill.
Wonderful.
I'm proud of it.
Oh.
I slowed it down to 20 mile an hour to give it the appearance of a heavy train, Russ, coming up the hill. How they slow down dramatically. Like a truck. When you're driving a truck with a manual transmission, you have a load on, you're going up over a hill, you got to put it in granny in the first gear, and go up over the hill. Oh, I got to speed up a little bit. Nate's like right there, 3 cars back.
This is something you can like beat somebody over the head with. Or like across the sandpaper across the face.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell it is.
There's the CSX train.
Yeah. I think it was meant for something.
That's like when you need to sand something, you're like, you know, one of these areas where we have 14 feet wide and a piece of track. What's that track name? What's that? How it would be revamped? Like this is the room as it sits now. We're standing like right here.
SD50 6755, GP38-2 8074, GP38 7883, SD50 6809, and 67.
Well, like I said, I thought
Wait, that's transferring. On
yeah.
You, really?
Yeah. Damn it. Yeah, I wasn't sure what was going on over here, but here's your only 2 areas. Dog bones. Now there's going to be pop up in the middle. Like this is hidden by town, this is hidden by town. But you'd open up these panels. You could rotate sideways. Yeah, you can reach the stuff there. There's your main yard.
Hello, Jerry. Oh, pretty good. Making a couple videos to put on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I got about 100 of them on there. Yep, since the Christmas show. Mine just that I made from the club. Got some Pensy stuff in there. PPLX train, the 2 SD80 Max.
Another little, it could be another industrial park, it could be central, yard. Come around. This is like rolling hills.
Missing EOT. All right, here we go.
This
Alcos.
come down first. It's just fine enough you can get a staff train all around there. That's what comes out there. No, this you don't see that. Second.
But what's this one coming from here? We're moving
It's
one.
one. It's made to look like.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
It
Okay.
looks like you have 2 mains and then you have the other ones, but really it's looping around.
I got it.
Same thing with this. It's made to look like they're separating to go under the
I like those Alcos.
Yeah. I guess
I like the weathering look on them.
18 or 19 Alcos.
Wow.
What you call it?
So really big into Alcos then.
Yeah, like
And then there'll be
I'm mostly EMD. I'd like to get a couple of GEs because Conrail had some of them, like a U23B and
I have.
maybe one -8.
Here you don't need
One standard cab and one wide cab.
it's only 6 feet.
And then the 60s, I'd like to get at least 1 or 2 60Ms because I like the 60Ms. I actually had a cab ride in 1998. It was just up the slope and back. They were putting mid-train. They were putting helpers in the middle of the train. It was 5523. I got pictures of the locomotive, being in the locomotive and everything. I have to bring them up and show you guys sometime. But it was a cheap 35mm camera that I used. There's my 5-unit boxcar train.
This is like 80, 90. It's not 50. You got to turn speed. You can put the steam on there, but you got to turn it. That's it.
That is nice.
But like I said, I went conservative.
What's that, RJ?
There might be end up areas where
slow down a little bit.
Oh yeah. Well, I think the prototypes were naturally geared. They were geared faster than an EMD, I think. I think they were actually geared faster, though. It's just a... You know, one thing that I'm curious of, if they take a locomotive, they take prototype locomotives, how we speed match ours for DCC. It's kind of funny though, in real life, how they run together with no problems. I guess it's the electric traction motors.
So gear ratios.
So they're basically standard.
Freight and passenger.
Then you could set the there's a gondola train there.
Wrap around, and this is grade, goes down underneath, the staging runs along here, and comes back up. So you do that long staging.
Gotta love those mill gondolas. They're nice. I'd like to get some of those tangent hoppers like Matt has. There's my homemade scrap loads. I made those out of that steel wool you buy at Wise's and stuff. And did pretty good. You could fit those in a 50-foot gondola up to a 55-foot gondola. The ends on them, that's why there's a little bit of room on the ends of the load itself. You can crunch the load in a little bit and make it fit into a smaller gondola.
The day after this bare floor, bam, you got 90% of your...
There we go. He's at Summit, those Alcos. That's back when Conrail was really Conrail. Outfit started by the government. They were struggling. They had so much deferred maintenance locomotives that they had to do everything they could to get it to run. They got them to run. And I still say if they wouldn't have sold out the CSX and Norfolk Southern, they'd be around today.
Oh yeah.
You stand on one step
And back in the 90s, you could go down to Rose Yard and you could sign a paper if you knew someone down there, a waiver, and you can get a cab ride. When I worked with my dad, he had a lot of people that we blacktopped for, and a lot of the people down there, they knew I was into trains, and I only did it like 2 or 3 times. And one time was in the helpers. I had to sign papers every time though. Right. Here's the PPLX train. No. I mean, if you knew the CEO and you were really good friends with him, well, you know, anything's possible with that. But that's only if you know him. Who's going to say no to the CEO of a company, right? I mean, if anybody says no to him, one of his employees, he's going to fire him. You know. That is nice. Get a good picture of these.
Oh yeah, that.
You know, I'm not saying you could do it, but I think it should be a modern scenic. And it's like up here, we run MS stuff. It doesn't really belong in but you can still do it.
I'm just saying, there's a way to incorporate the buildings and everything into kind of.
Oh, great, there's a building.
This would be like a steam or a diesel shop, but it's diesel.
I wonder where Nate's
'Cause there's a lot
local
of
train's at.
stuff for these business stuff.
It's been eluding me.
I just saw it all there, bro.
That's the only one I. Oh, there it is. It's the only one I didn't get a picture of. It's coming through MO. I gotta end this video soon because it's getting long. I can't. There we go. A GP40-2 and a GP38-2. Could you imagine riding on the back of that covered hopper at that speed? You'd have to. You'd have to be like hanging on like this.
Did you drive up yourself tonight?
No.
Stopped in my head.